The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus went to the district of Tyre. He entered a house and wanted no one to know about it, but he could not escape notice. Soon, a woman whose daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him. She came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by birth, and she begged him to drive out the demon out of her daughter. He said to her, "Let the children be fed first, for it is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied and said to him, "Lord, even the dogs under the table eat the children's scraps." Then he said to her, "For saying this, you may go. The demon has gone out of your daughter." When the woman went home, she found the child lying in bed and the demon gone. The Gospel of the Lord. Remember, as Christians, we look at the world differently than non-believers. We have a deeper vision. We see what's beyond the mere surface. Whenever anything bad happens in our lives, you know what the Christian says? The Christian says, "Good." When disease inflicts or cancer comes upon us, you know what the Christian says? "Good." When the world comes crashing down upon us, you know what the Christian responds? "Good." Again, why? God is our Father, which means He's intertwined with the small and the little and the big things of our lives. Nothing is lost upon Him. And if indeed God allows something to happen in our lives, it's not by accident. You see, the goal for our Father in heaven is to get us with Him. And He knows that we need to be sanctified and purified. I know this is hard because especially when you bring in all the horrible events that sometimes God allows in our lives. I mean, why? Again, that's lost to us, precisely why. But we see these in the scriptures today. In the book of Kings, Solomon, his wife turning away his heart from him. Why? Why did this happen? Well, God was able to bring a greater good out of it, for He brought a greater king. Or why did this Syrophoenician woman, why did her daughter become sick with an unclean spirit? I don't know. But look what God was able to do. Healed her daughter, and now everyone in there, their faith was deepened. And when God brings difficulties throughout our lives, because God knows we need to be purified and sanctified. Catherine of Siena, the great medieval saint, was crying out to God. She was given a task to God, and it was proved to be difficult. And she one day in prayer, she says, "God, why do you allow all these difficulties in my life?" And God revealed to her, and you can find this in the book. It's a famous book called The Dialogues. It was God's revelation to St. Catherine of Siena, God the Father speaking to her. And in her frustration, crying out to God, God said to Catherine, says, "I have spread my gifts and talents among all of you," right? Even the irritating people of our lives, and we have many of them. You know those difficult people that we have in our lives, like, "God, get away from me." No, if they're irritating and they're always bothering us, good. The Father says to Catherine, "I have spread my gifts among all of you, especially the hard people, because you need one another to get into heaven." Now focus on that. We need one another. And that's not just the pretty, holy, and nice people that we get along with. Even the most repulsive of people. We need them. We need difficulties. We need hardships to get to heaven. So next time a difficulty comes, an irritating person, a horrible event, look at it through the eyes of the Christian. God is at work. And in the middle of our tears, we cry out, good.